SOX. Wishing the best to Johnny Miller as we get underway here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Who's got the first question? Dan will pinch it for Johnny here on your left.
Pinch hitter, huh? National League.
Yeah. Alex, just kind of what was the mood or the read on your team last night right after the game ended? And how does that carry over into what their mindset might be coming into today?
We actually talked about it last night for the first time after the game. We didn't get together, you know, to celebrate. Usually that's what you do. I don't have team meetings and all that stuff. But I let him know how proud I was. That was epic. You know, to play baseball for 7 hours and whatever minutes and grind from pitch 1 all the way to, you know, the last pitch. That was awesome. You know, and made a point of letting Nate know that was outstanding. And you know, in the playoffs, emotions get in it, and you know, I think the word that I use, I lived it last year with Houston, and this year there's been some powerful moments, and that was a powerful moment. Just watching Nate compete in that stage with no margin for error and dominate, that was cool to see.
Alex, you had some options today with either Erod or Drew or maybe even Sale. You said it was going to be a lefty. How did you zero in on Erod, and what do you expect?
I expect him to, you know, give us the chance to win. He's tough. He's trending up. I know he's rested, 94, 95, good changeup. He was part of the equation throughout the season, and then he got hurt, and he came back. He has his up and downs. Where I was, up and downs, and you know, he came out of the bullpen a few times in the playoffs, and he's been good. So we expect him to go out there. It's a good matchup for us, we feel. You know, as long as he is the usage that we like, he'll be okay.
Alex, does Eduardo's leg issue date back to when he hurt it, when he hurt the ankle?
The ankle, yeah. It's not the knee, it's the ankle.
So it's not related to last year at all?
No.
So there's some damage there, or?
Just twisted, you know, and he's sore. But at this point, who's not? So it just happened that yesterday on that third ball, he got hit. Hard, I guess, and he twisted a little bit. Then he had to sprint to first, and then whatever. He was on the ground the whole time.
So when you brought him up to, so when you brought him up to pinch hit, do you feel that he has that flair for the dramatic, where?
No. It was more about the matchup. You know, we know Baez against lefties has been good, and actually, like yesterday, for the first time in a while, Rafi, you know, the game kind of sped up on him. He was chasing pitches up in the zone, and you could see he was frustrated. The Jansen at bat, you could see that he was swinging harder. So we were looking for somebody to make contact in that situation, and as you know, Eduardo will make contact way up there or way down there. So we got the fly ball, and Bellinger made a good throw, and it didn't work out.
Third row, you're right here.
Alex, with some of the strain on your pitching staff right now, do you approach the game at all trying to be more aggressive offensively, both in the way you set your lineup and maybe some things you do during the game to try to give those guys some cushion with some runs?
No, we're always looking to play fast. We like to run. We take pride on advancing 90 feet. It's not going to change. And as far as the pitching staff, you know, Eddie gives us a quality start, or he goes, you know, 5. We're fine. Our righties are good. The only guy that is not available, you know, is Nate. Obviously, although he feels that he can go out, you know, there's many guys. But yeah, we feel that we got 27 outs, probably more. So we're not tight as far as like the pitching staff.
First row on your left.
Just to follow up on that, Alex, how was Nathan's usage? How does it impact his availability for Game 5 as well?
We'll find out. Like I said last night, after the game, he stayed there getting treatment. He actually, we had breakfast today, team breakfast, family breakfast in the hotel, and he was saying that he's ready to go tonight. he told the wrong person that. He hasn't approached that to me, but he's a strong guy, and I don't know. He maintained his stuff throughout, but we gotta be careful too. We know that there's a game 4 and a game 5, and if necessary, game 6. So we'll manage and we'll maneuver his workload accordingly.
And you said outside of him, so Sale and Price would also be possibly available tonight?
Not Chris. Not Chris.
If you can take one more Nate question. He
Yeah.
said last night you guys kept checking with him. Was there anything where you thought he was going to say enough and he still went out there? I mean, how did that just go each inning?
When he struck out Turner, that was, yeah. So he comes in, and I'm like, I went in with him. I said, how you feel? I said, I'm ready to bunt bogey over. I'm like, okay, you feel great. So actually at one point he's like, let me finish this. But I think that was gonna be his last inning regardless because of the pitch count. But he was fine the whole day. He's with Nate. Like he talked to you guys last night. I saw the interview. It was like nothing, you know. This kid is amazing, amazing. Like you give him the ball, he'll pitch. You don't use him, he won't complain. You take him out in the 7th inning, his first outing against Minnesota. He's like, that's it. I'm like, yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. You know, so it really doesn't matter. He'll prepare. You know him. He prepares. He's he gets after it in between starts, in between games, and that's the reason he's been so good in October.
Barry, the third room.
Hey, Alex. The rules are obviously the rules, but AL teams are built a certain way to accommodate the DH. And now you've had to bend over and turn yourself into a pretzel the last 2 games. You know, trying to manipulate your outfield. I think you made 7 outfield changes in the game last night. You wound up having to take Martinez out for a pinch hitter, which you wouldn't have had to do.
Pinch runner.
Yeah, pinch runner, right. And then, you know, and today you've had to make some decisions already. Do you think this is fair to American League teams, or should this be standardized at some point?
No, I mean, somebody asked me about the wild card early in the season, about winning 100 and have to play the wild card. We knew the rules coming into the tournament, and we knew the rules coming into the World Series. You know, the only difference from my end that this year is only 3 games in the National League Park. Last year was 4. So we're not complaining. We're versatile. We have to make moves just like they have to make moves. So it doesn't bother me. You know, it really doesn't. I really don't care.
Just a few more in the third row on your left.
Felicidades, Alejandro.
Gracias.
I think Benintendi in the first game swung behind Mookie Betts when he was on the steal. Instead of bunting, which is almost not done nowadays, why is not that done more often? Sacrificing a strike but swinging in order to delay the mechanic to get a steal.
Do we have time? I mean, we bunted yesterday. I was trying to buy an at-bat for Mookie with main scoring position or Xander. That was the reason we bunted Christian. I don't know. There's a lot of studies, a lot of information that goes into decisions like that. And like I said, there's not enough time to explain it here. But that's something that when we have to, we'll do it. But most of the time, we feel that we'll take our shots. You know, 3 shots to score runs. It's not a given that when you bunt a guy over, that guy is going to score. But like I said, if we feel that we can buy an at-bat to one of our best players with main scoring position, we will do.
We'll finish up with Mike here as Clayton's on his way.
Alex, a couple of days ago, I think you talked about the need to get the top of the order really going. How much of putting Benny back in the order number 2 spot is part of that, and how much of it is matchup related, trying to get Mookie and Bogey and JD all going?
No, it's matchup related. He put good at bats against lefties early in spring training. Early in the World Series. Golly.
It's late night.
Yeah, we feel that it's a better matchup, and And then we got Jackie for the hard throwers later on. Just those, you know. But yeah, we need our top of the order to get going. You didn't see that often. I think halfway through the season there was a game that went 0 for 23. Xander, JD, and Mookie. So I mean, yesterday it happened. Give credit to the pitchers. We expanded the zone a little bit. We stayed swinging at pitches in the edge of the zone, and that's what happens. Hopefully tonight, you know, we get back to looking pitches in the middle of the zone and the damage.
Alex, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alex.